Good morning. We are going to do a brief lesson on the distributive property, which is on page 13 in the smiley face packet. So unit 4 packet, page 13. We're just going to go through 1 through 3 and then do 1 or 2 problems that involve the distributive property. And then when you go back to school, we will practice a little bit more. So you're going to copy along with me while I do the problems on this whiteboard. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so what the distributive property is you're multiplying more than one term by a certain number. So for us, we typically have just 2 terms inside the parentheses. It doesn't mean that that's what you're limited to, but if you look, how many terms do we have inside the parentheses? So when I'm in school, I circle them for you. So you have this term here, which is B, so that's positive 1B. And then the second term is negative 4, so you have that constant in there. We want to multiply both of those terms by whatever is right directly in front of the parentheses. In this case, 5. So we're going to do 5 times D, write that down. And then we're going to do 5 times negative 4. Write the result of that down. And that's it. So what is, and I kind of write it smaller. So what is 5 times the variable B? Easy, it's 5B. Well, easy once you get used to seeing that, right? And then the second thing, so we did this, 5 times B. Now we need to do 5 times the other term, which is negative 4. So it's a matter of knowing your integer facts. Positive times a negative is negative, and 5 times 4 is 20. So 5 times negative 4, okay, is negative 20. So we have 5B and negative 20. And then I think this is really what confuses kids. When I read my answers, this is my most simplest version of the expression in number 1. So that's essentially your answer, right? When you read the answer to me, are you going to say the answer is 5B and negative 20? Or are you going to read this 5B minus 20? We most often would read this 5B minus 20. So we kind of switch our language when we refer to that minus sign right there. Like originally I was calling that negative 20, but when I read the answer, I say 5B minus 20. And it always seems to cause a lot of confusion for some people. So I forgot an eraser. Stay right there, don't go. Okay, I got a tissue. Okay, tissue time. Okay, number 2 is a little different because it has the parentheses in a different spot. I don't see that as often, but I like it because it just reinforces our process, right? So here you go. So what we're doing now is we're taking and we're multiplying the 2 terms inside of this set of parentheses by negative 4. So what are the terms inside the parentheses? We have positive 1G and positive 11. So we need to multiply both of those by negative 4. It doesn't really matter which one you do first. Do you have a choice? Preference? I'm going to go with negative 4 times G first. I like to multiply by the variable. It's just something I'm in the habit of. What is negative 4 times G? Negative 4G. Write that down. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we have to multiply this term also by negative 4. What is, ready? And I think the biggest problem with the distributive property is the signs, getting the sign right when you rewrite this. So negative 4 times positive 11 is negative 44. Boom. Done. Good times in math class. It's I like to give you a blog of where I am in time and space, but right now it is Tuesday morning at like 6:20. So normally I do this video before I get all the crazy done, but today I did it right before I'm about to wake the kids up. So I had to be, I guess, dressed and ready to be in a video. Gonna be in my hoodie. All right, so it's a little weird for me. I feel like I'm not really ready to start talking yet. I think I need my other cup of coffee. All right, now this is the one would probably be more concerned about. This is, we're distributive cross subtraction here. Again, like the first one, but there's a negative number also here. So let's look at it carefully. Inside the parentheses, you have 1W, so positive 1W, and then the second term is negative 6. Okay, so we're going to multiply negative 3 times both of these terms. So our result should have 2 terms in it. So what is negative 3 times W? Negative 3W. Okay, so we took care of the first term. Now we have to multiply the other term by negative 3 as well. So negative 3 times negative 6. Punch that into your calculator or answer it in your head right now. What is negative 3 times, oh, nice hair, negative 6? Negative times a negative is positive, and you get 18. So your result, or your simplified version of this expression, is negative 3W plus 18. There you go. I'm not even going to tell you what I don't want to see, because I don't want you to remember the thing I told you I don't want to see and not remember the thing I want to see. Okay. So we're going to do number 1 together, and then we're going to be done, and you're going to do number 2 and number 3 for homework, okay? Just try it out. So number 1 is 2m. No, it's not. It's 2 times m minus 3 equals negative 18, okay? So you already have that written on your paper. What you need to do now is you need to simplify this side of the equation first. And what I mean by that is you have to distribute. So, and then we can go ahead and see if we have to combine like terms or if we're ready to solve, if it's 2-step. So what we're gonna do is look at inside the parentheses, there's 2 terms. So there's 1m and there's negative 3. So you're going to do 2 times m, which is 2m. And then what do you do next? 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Equals negative 18. So your line really needs to look exactly like mine. Is this a 2-step now? How do you know? Well, on this side, there's only one variable. There's no variables over here. So in the entire equation, there's only one variable left. It's right there. And there's 2 numbers on this side with it. So it's going to take us 2 steps to get rid of all these other things. It's going to take us 2 steps to isolate the variable. There we go. I got it. So which one are you going to get rid of first? The constant, which is negative 6. So we are going to add 6 once to each side because I want to do the inverse of the operation showing in the equation. So the inverse of negative 6 or the inverse of minus 6 is adding 6. Remember, when you add, once to each side. You should get 0 here. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0. You don't get 0 over here. What's 18 plus 6? Write that down, 24. Remaining on the, my kids hate when I make 2's like this. Remaining on this side is the 2m. Make sure it's not negative, that sometimes is forgotten. Now you want to get rid of the coefficient. So in my class for consistency right now, we are always getting rid of coefficients by dividing by them, so we can turn the coefficient into a 1. So we are going to divide everything by 2. So for division, whenever you're dividing in algebra, make sure that you divide every single term. We're super psyched right here. We saved the division to last so that we only have 2 terms to divide by. We don't make any fractions. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 24 divided by 2 is 12. And we get m equals 12. Can you please do number 2 and 3 and see how you do with the distributive property and solving 2 steps? And I will see you in class pretty soon. Have a good day. Oh wait, look what I got. I got this new remote thing. Watch, I can just click it and I'm gone. Ready?